We are often taught to look for signs when a great blessing is about to arrive. Since ancient times, in every culture and belief, humans have yearned for external validation, a cosmic signal, a mystical omen indicating that good fortune is near. The desire for luck, for an invisible guiding hand, or a gift from the heavens is entirely natural within us. From fairy tales of princesses awaiting princes to inspiring social media posts about universal signs sent to you, the notion of blessings has always been intertwined with surprises, positive changes stemming from external sources. We crave confirmation that our efforts will be rewarded, that a miracle awaits on the horizon, magically resolving all problems without further toil on our part. However, are we perhaps viewing blessings and their signs in a narrow, even mistaken way? Is there a deeper meaning we've overlooked, an aspect that, if properly understood, would unlock an infinite source of power within ourselves? Zen master Shi Heng Yi, with his profound wisdom from Zen and Shaolin martial arts, offers a groundbreaking perspective that challenges common perceptions of blessings while prompting deep self-reflection. He directly invites us, what if the signs are not a promise of what you will passively receive, but evidence of the person you are becoming to be worthy of the blessing? This is not a passive wait for an external miracle, but a powerful invitation for every woman, through her will and effort, to actively shape her destiny and happiness. According to this philosophy, the greatest blessing is not something bestowed, but your own internal development, the fruit of self-refinement and self-discovery. Two truths about blessings and challenges. To truly grasp how to create blessings, we need to fundamentally change our perspective on blessings themselves and the challenges encountered on life's journey. Shi Heng Yi doesn't merely offer rigid advice or rules, he presents paradoxical truths, insights that might startle and enlighten you, yet open the door to true power and a meaningful life where you are the master architect of your destiny. The greatest blessing is you. We tend to define blessings by what we possess: a high-paying job with a coveted title, a harmonious family with well-behaved children, robust health free from illness, a bulging bank account, or social recognition and admiration. This belief is deeply ingrained, urging us to ceaselessly pursue external goals, accumulate material wealth and fame, hoping that once achieved, happiness will automatically follow, serving as proof of a bestowed blessing. We often think of blessings as a checklist of items, achievements, and ideal external conditions. But a deeper truth, imbued with Shi Heng Yi's Zen philosophy, is entirely different. The greatest blessing is not what you receive, but the person you become in receiving it. The true value of a blessing lies not in the destination or fleeting material rewards, but in the very process of refinement, the resilience, and the qualities you develop when facing and overcoming challenges. A blessing is the natural consequence of internal growth, a gift you cultivate with your own hands, one that cannot be taken away or lost over time. Inner richness is the eternal blessing. To illustrate this enlightening truth more clearly, consider Ainsley's story. She was a talented graphic designer perpetually plagued by a fear of failure since childhood. She grew up believing that success had to be a perfect journey, free of mistakes, where everything went smoothly from the start. Every major project caused her extreme sleepless anxiety. Every time an idea was rejected or she received negative feedback, she plunged into an abyss of self-doubt and insecurity. Ainsley once believed that if she wasn't blessed with an immediate brilliant idea, a sudden breakthrough that would make her a star, she would never truly succeed. She sought signs of luck from external sources: a commendation email from her boss, a major client spontaneously approaching her, or a sudden promotion, but all she found was a series of setbacks, doors slamming shut, and criticisms that wounded her self-esteem. Desperate and nearly broken, Ainsley was forced to confront her shortcomings, her excessive perfectionism, and her fear of judgment. She had no choice but to learn to listen to feedback objectively, no matter how harsh the words. She persistently experimented with new ideas, knowing they might not succeed. She accepted that mistakes were not the end, but an indispensable part of the creative and learning process. She stumbled again and again, she shed sweat and tears during sleepless nights and torn-up drafts, but each time she got up, she learned something new and deeper about her profession and herself. Gradually, a tenacious resilience, flexible adaptability, and unwavering self-confidence blossomed within her, independent of external outcomes. Finally, when an excellent idea emerged not from a miracle or sudden inspiration, but from the synthesis of lessons learned, failures analyzed, and relentless effort, Ainsley had a profound realization: the great blessing was not that successful project, not the client's praise or the promotion, but the self-confidence and competence she had gained through so much struggle. She had become a stronger, more resilient version of herself, no longer controlled by fear or external validation. And that was the greatest gift, an internal blessing no one could take or steal. Challenge, an invitation to unleash potential. The common notion is to view difficulties as obstacles, signs of bad luck, or something terrible, hurdles to be avoided at all costs. We often pray to be freed from challenges, desiring a smooth, unencumbered path. We believe a problem-free life is a blessed life. But Zen master Shi Heng Yi points to another truth, a challenging yet powerful one that completely alters our perspective on adversity. The greatest challenges are not obstacles, but invitations from the universe to unleash your hidden potential. Difficulties are not barriers that impede progress, but catalysts that force you to delve deep within, discovering abilities you never knew you possessed. They are golden opportunities in disguise for you to upgrade yourself, unlock extraordinary potential, and become greater than you ever dreamed. Consider Quinn, a dedicated elementary school teacher whose life revolved around stability, harmony, and caring for others from students to family. She believed a peaceful, uneventful life, where everything was under control, was the greatest blessing. She always tried to maintain balance, avoiding all trouble. But then, her stable life suddenly crumbled. Her mother unexpectedly fell seriously ill, requiring full-time care, and simultaneously, a major financial problem hit Quinn that she had never faced or even imagined. The unexpected burden fell squarely on Quinn's shoulders. She felt exhausted, helpless, lonely, and constantly wondered why all this was happening to her, why she had to endure these things when she had always lived a good and kind life. She sought a miracle for everything to return to normal, hoping a relative would help or a sudden sum of money would appear, but there were no such signs. Only a terrifying silence. However, when forced to confront the harsh reality herself, when she realized no one could rescue her but herself, Quinn had no choice but to act. She began learning to manage her finances meticulously, every single penny. She researched complex health insurance plans, learned to negotiate with hospitals and banks. She reorganized her entire life to both teach and care for her mother. She had to make difficult decisions, confront fears of the unknown, and shoulder heavy responsibilities she had never imagined before. Gradually, something astonishing happened. Quinn realized she possessed incredible organizational, managerial, problem-solving abilities, and an extraordinary resilience she had never known. She no longer waited for someone to rescue her but became her own life's hero. She not only solved the problems but also developed skills and inner strength far beyond what she ever thought possible. The great blessing was not the magical disappearance of her problems, but that she had unleashed her own hidden power and became more capable and courageous to face any future storms. The challenge did not break her, it transformed her into a greater person. Signs you are creating blessings from within. Having understood these two paradoxical truths, we will no longer passively wait for external signs. Instead, we will learn to recognize the specific manifestations of self-mastery and internal transformation unfolding within ourselves. These are the true signs, evidence that blessings are germinating from within you, according to Shi Heng Yi's profound Zen philosophy. Each sign reflects an aspect of the inner growth and strength a woman is developing, showing she is on the journey of creating great things for herself, step by step. A calm mind amidst the storm. This is one of the most powerful signs of internal growth and mastery of the mind. No mind in Zen is not a complete emptiness of thought or emotionless indifference, but a state of transparent mind, unburdened by unnecessary distractions, anxiety, negative judgment, or critical inner voices. It is an inner stillness that helps you see things as they truly are, uninfluenced by emotions or clouded by prejudice. This is the result of deep mindfulness training and mind control. One of the clearest manifestations is your unusual calmness amidst the storm. When facing a seemingly insurmountable major problem, a sudden personal crisis, or shocking news, instead of sinking into panic and sleepless anxiety, you find an unexpected inner peace. This peace is not apathy or indifference, but the ability to breathe deeply, maintain composure, and perceive the problem clearly and objectively, without being swept away by negative emotions. This leads to the ability to make timely decisions intuitively and confidently. When standing at a critical crossroads in life or facing a difficult choice, a sudden clarity emerges, a choice that seems obvious without complex reasoning or excessive analysis. That's when your intuition and unconscious wisdom connect perfectly. Finally, you feel a release from nameless fears. Heavy feelings, inexplicable anxieties gradually dissipate. You realize that many fears are merely ghosts created by the mind, worst-case scenarios that never materialize, and when you no longer cling to them, a profound relief, a sense of liberation, envelopes you. The blessing is not the disappearance of problems, but your mind becoming clear enough not to be overwhelmed by them, and lucid enough to find a way out or accept what cannot be changed with serenity. A thirst to surpass limits. True growth, according to Zen master Shi Heng Yi, only comes when we dare to confront and overcome our limits, fears, and comfort zones, rather than avoiding them. This is the proactive acceptance of challenges, viewing difficulties not as barriers but as a gym to forge inner strength. This thirst is not reckless abandon, but an iron will driven by an unceasing desire for growth, a courage that has been tempered. You feel a proactive urge to step out of your comfort zone. You no longer avoid difficult tasks, uncomfortable conversations, or new challenges requiring unacquired skills. On the contrary, you feel a strong inner impulse to confront and conquer them, despite initial anxiety or discomfort at the start. When things become extremely difficult, seemingly insurmountable, when your body is weary and your spirit wants to give up, you will surprisingly find the ability to grit your teeth and push through. Despite feeling physically or mentally exhausted, you still find a source of inner strength to keep going, not giving up. That is an unbreakable will, a rare steadfastness. More importantly, you begin to find meaning in pain. Failures and pains, physical or emotional, are no longer punishments or misfortunes but valuable lessons, opportunities to become stronger and wiser. You deeply understand that diamonds are made under pressure, and the scars or difficulties you've experienced are vivid proof of exceptional growth. The blessing is not a life without challenges, but your ability to transform those challenges into motivation and stepping stones to become the strongest, most courageous, and wisest version of yourself. Immersion in creativity. This is the flow state that Zen master Shi Heng Yi often describes more profoundly in the context of self-mastery and practice, being completely absorbed in work or an activity, losing all sense of time and space, achieving maximum performance due to absolute focus and trained mental discipline. It is when you and the work become one, a perfect synergy between will and action. You frequently experience absorption in your work. Time seems to disappear when you are immersed in a creative project, a task requiring high concentration, or even a personal hobby. Focus comes naturally, there's no need to strain to maintain it, you feel as if you are dissolving into what you are doing. The result is unexpectedly superior outcomes. Tasks you previously found difficult are now completed more smoothly, easily, and with higher quality than expected. You feel like you're on a roll, everything flows wonderfully, and nothing can stop you. What's special is that energy is regenerated while working. Instead of feeling exhausted after stressful working hours or intense creative sessions, you feel energized, inspired, and deeply satisfied from within, as if the work is nourishing your soul and mind. The blessing is not just external success, a completed major project, or an honored award, but also the deep joy, inner satisfaction, and extraordinary performance that comes from fully connecting with your work and maximizing your potential. The power of habit. One of the most solid pillars in Zen master Shi Heng Yi's philosophy is consistency and regular daily practice, whether it's meditation, physical training, learning a new skill, or any habit geared towards self-development. He believes that small, persistent changes made daily, when repeated with discipline, will accumulate to create incredible, great results over time. This is the clearest evidence of one's self-control and long-term vision. Discipline becomes your instinct. Maintaining good habits, example waking early to meditate, regular morning exercise, reading a book daily, planning work meticulously and adhering to it, is no longer an inner struggle or a burden, but a natural, indispensable part of daily life. You begin to see tangible progress over time. Positive results, though initially small, accumulate from persistent daily effort, reinforcing belief and motivation to continue. More importantly, you gain a sense of control over your life. Instead of feeling swept away by chaos, uncertainty, or external factors, you feel you are actively building your life step by step, laying a solid foundation, and shaping your future as you wish. The blessing is not a random event or an instant miracle, but the sum of countless small, disciplined actions repeated consistently, forming a continuous flow of development. You are sowing, nurturing, and cultivating your own future with your own hands and will. An open heart in Zen, transcending the ego, meaning attachments to self, comparison, envy, and the fear of being hurt or not good enough, is a sign of enlightenment and maturity. As the ego diminishes, we worry less about ourselves, are no longer obsessed with others' judgments, and can connect more deeply with others and the universe, naturally receiving and giving positive energy. You notice a significant reduction in envy and comparison with others. Their success no longer makes you feel inferior, uncomfortable, or jealous. Instead, you feel genuinely, sincerely happy for them and focus entirely on your own journey without distraction. You are willing to give without expectation. You naturally want to help others, share knowledge, experience, or resources without expecting any repayment or personal gain. This generosity and selflessness bring deep inner joy, a sense of peace from within. This selfless and sincere energy helps you attract positive relationships. You find good people, collaborative opportunities, and unexpected support naturally coming into your life, forming a strong and loving network of social blessings. The blessing doesn't just come to you in isolation, but also through connection, sharing, and altruism. When you open your heart and give without expectation, the universe will give back to you more in unexpected ways, because you have become a conduit for positive energy. Serene breath. Breath is the invisible yet powerful bridge between mind and body, the foundation of mindfulness and emotional mastery. Conscious breathing helps anchor the mind in the present, reduce stress, soothe anxieties, and bring deep inner peace. This is a clear sign of emotional and psychological mastery, a state Shi Heng Yi frequently guides his disciples to achieve through meditation and training. You have the ability to control your emotional reactions. When faced with stressful situations, bad news, or unexpected conflicts, instead of reacting impulsively, sinking into anxiety or anger, you know how to pause, take a few deep breaths, and choose to react more calmly and deliberately, rather than letting emotions dominate. You begin to enjoy the present moment. No longer living in regret about the past or worrying about the future, you find deep joy and peace in daily activities, even small ones like enjoying a morning cup of tea, gazing at the sky, or taking a walk in the park. This leads to deep sleep and a clear mind. Practicing mindfulness through breath helps the mind truly rest, dispelling daily worries, leading to better quality sleep and a refreshed, clear mind upon waking, ready for a new energetic day. The greatest blessing is not the absence of problems in your life, but your ability to find peace and stillness within yourself, no matter how turbulent external circumstances may be. Listening to intuition: when you master your mind and emotions, when your soul becomes still and your perception clear, the small voice within your intuition becomes clearer and more reliable than ever. This is not something supernatural or mysteriously obscure, but the ability to connect with the experiences and knowledge accumulated deep within your subconscious, helping you make the right choices naturally and accurately, often beyond ordinary logic. It is the fusion of analytical reason and profound unconscious wisdom. You make decisions with more confidence. No longer overly reliant on external advice or approval, you begin to trust your gut feeling or inner knowing in important choices, whether about career, relationships, or major life changes. Sometimes, you surprisingly avoid potential trouble. There's a feeling of something's not right when facing a choice or situation, and you act on it, only later realizing it was an invisible protection, an inner guidance that saved you from risk. Finally, you have a strong feeling that you are on the right path. Although the destination may not be clear or the road ahead still winding, an inner peace and certainty affirm that the chosen path is right and most suitable for you. The blessing is when you are guided by your own inner wisdom, trusting your instincts and what you have learned through experience and self-reflection, helping you make the wisest decisions. Deep gratitude. Gratitude is not just saying thank you politely, but a psychological state of recognizing and appreciating the good things, however small, in life. Zen master Shi Heng Yi often emphasizes the importance of appreciating what you have as a key to unlocking more good things. Gratitude is a powerful energy, capable of transforming perception and attracting prosperity. You can see the positive in every circumstance, even when facing difficulties or seemingly insurmountable adversity. You can still find a bright spot, a lesson, or a reason to be grateful, even if it's just being able to breathe or having a roof over your head. This leads to more sustainable happiness. Your happiness is no longer dependent on external conditions, on achieving goals, or possessing material things. You find contentment and fulfillment from what you already have, the people around you, and even past experiences. More importantly, the positive energy of gratitude will attract more good things. It radiates around you, creating an energy field that naturally draws more opportunities, suitable people, and wonderful experiences into your life. The blessing is not just what you receive, but also a state of inner fullness, richness, and the ability to attract prosperity from the universe through the positive energy frequency of gratitude. You, the creator of blessings. After deeply exploring these signs, the core message from Zen master Shi Heng Yi's philosophy becomes clearer than ever: The signs are not something you passively wait for, as if they fall from the sky or are random miracles. Instead, they are the changes you create and feel within yourself through the process of self-mastery, mastery of your mind, emotions, and actions. This is a revolutionary truth, placing all power and responsibility in your hands, transforming you from a passive recipient into a creator. This is the power of self-sovereignty, a central concept in all self-development philosophies. When a woman realizes that she is the creator of blessings, she will no longer be a victim of circumstances, no longer passively awaiting fate or luck. She will actively act, ceaselessly learn, train, and grow. Every challenge becomes an opportunity for development, every effort a steady step forward, and every realization a blessing unleashed, opening new levels of understanding about herself and the world. True blessings, according to Shi Heng Yi, are not a winning lottery ticket or a sudden gift from heaven. They are unwavering self-confidence born from inner strength, unshakable resilience in the face of adversity, clear wisdom to make sound decisions, deep gratitude for daily life, the ability to transform difficulties into opportunities for growth, and the capacity to create lasting happiness from within, independent of external factors. These are the internal blessings no one can take away, priceless treasures you build with your own effort and awareness, and the foundation for all sustainable success and prosperity. Starting to create, what actions for the modern woman? This discussion has helped you change your perspective on blessings and recognize their signs from within. But the question remains, how can you translate these profound philosophies into concrete actions in the busy life of a modern woman? This is not a magic formula promising immediate results, but small, persistent steps based on Zen master Shi Heng Yi's principle of consistent practice. Great change always begins with small, consistent actions. The hectic pace of life with countless responsibilities from work, family, and society often makes finding peace, self-training, or changing habits seem distant and difficult to achieve. However, you can absolutely start with simple yet powerful practices, gradually accumulating them to create great changes. Try 5 minutes of morning stillness to train your mind. In the rush of work and family responsibilities, finding peace seems a luxury. Yet, just dedicate a mere 5 minutes each morning, before starting your day full of tasks, to sit quietly in a peaceful place. Focus entirely on your breath, feeling its natural rhythm. Observe thoughts as they come and go in your mind without judgment, without clinging to them. You don't need to meditate deeply or reach enlightenment. The goal is simply to create a space for your mind to rest and reset before receiving external impacts and pressures. This helps you establish a state of no mind, cultivating inner calm, enhancing focus, reducing anxiety, and starting your day with a much clearer, more proactive mindset. This is a solid foundation for all daily activities. Next, apply the 1% rule to gradually overcome your limits. The idea of surpassing limits often discourages us because the goal seems too grand, requiring sudden change. Instead of setting huge, overwhelming goals, find ways to improve yourself by just 1% each day. What does this mean? It could be learning one more word of a language you're studying, exercising 1 minute longer than yesterday, reading one more page of a book each night, or tackling a small task you usually procrastinate on your to-do list. These small, seemingly insignificant steps, when done consistently, will accumulate into colossal changes over time. They help you build resilience and discipline sustainably without undue pressure, while also generating motivation and allowing you to clearly see your progress day by day. To cultivate deep gratitude, a crucial element for attracting blessings, practice 3 things I'm grateful for. Journal every evening. Busy life and daily pressures often make us forget the good things and focus only on difficulties and shortcomings. To counteract this tendency, every evening before bed, take a few minutes to write down 3 things, however small, you are grateful for from the day. It could be a delicious cup of coffee you enjoyed, a sincere compliment from a colleague, or simply having a rain-free day. This practice helps you shift your focus from negative to positive, enhancing internal happiness and gradually attracting more good things into your life through the positive energy of gratitude. It helps you realize that blessings have always been present around you. Finally, turn work into an opportunity to experience small actions, big intentions. Many people feel stuck in repetitive, uninspiring, or meaningless work. However, you can find a small aspect of your daily work that you can do with creative intention and high focus. For example, instead of just typing emails mechanically, strive to write that email clearly, concisely, and persuasively. Or find a way to optimize a small process in your work. By bringing awareness and creativity into every detail, you will transform repetitive tasks into opportunities to experience flow, enhance performance, and find joy in seemingly mundane things, thereby naturally creating impressive and recognized results. These actions, though small and seemingly simple, when performed consistently and consciously, will become powerful tools for you to create and recognize blessings in your life. They not only change behavior but also reprogram the mind, helping you see the signs of growth and prosperity germinating from within you, day by day. In the journey of seeking happiness and success, don't just look for external signs or passively wait for a miracle. It's time to look deep within, at the changes you are experiencing, at the strengths you are unleashing. Remember this core message, a powerful and true reminder: you, through relentless effort, self-discipline, and conscious awareness, are the source of blessings in your life. Blessings do not come to you as a gift from some external force. True blessings are born from within you, from your profound transformation and growth. And that is the greatest miracle, the miracle of self-mastery and creating a vibrant, meaningful life on your own terms. Begin that journey today, because the signs of blessings are clearly manifest in every step, every breath, every thought when you choose to live a purposeful and fulfilling life. Are you ready to create your own blessings? If you found value, inspiration, and deep insights in this video, don't hesitate to like it to show your support. Share this powerful message with the women you cherish, who are also seeking meaning and strength on their own journeys. To continue exploring psychology, self-development, and the mysteries of the soul with me, comment your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe to the Love and Psyche channel so you don't miss any meaningful content. Together, we will spread blessings and create a more vibrant life.